Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby. I wanna look and feel years.
All right, on three. 1, 2, 3. Wretched!
So recap, what happened last...
So, what happened last time? To recap.
Previously on Wretched.
You guys, you're a band of outlaws and hold up in a little...
Town.
No, it's not a town.
Flop
A little
house.
flop
Yeah,
house.
Flop house. 30 minutes outside of the
Yeah.
city.
That Chloe's characters work in. Chloe, you want to give it a name since you're the one that works there?
Oh, I'll call it the shabby house.
The shabby house.
The shabby house.
The old shabby.
The place wasn't too shabby.
So your gang's hanging out
Actually,
there.
shabby.
Somebody comes riding along with a little gnome in tow. The gnome runs out, came for a call for help. His name is Helden Claffeld, the gnome.
Old Helden.
You came out to help him, didn't think to search his body. Came back in with the gnome. The gnome went and got money from the body and paid you guys and has offered you $1 million to take him all the way into the heart of Elfland.
Yes.
$1 million each. And you want to stay out of trouble because there's definitely people looking for this gnome, the ones that killed his friend. So Chloe knows some of the back roads around here better than you guys. You're staying in this because you're escaping some trouble back east, we'll say. So you agreed to take her into your gang temporarily to help you guide you, and she's also a survivalist,
Do we agree
so
on
she can help you through the way.
a fee for her? Because she wasn't going to be on that $1 million budget, was she?
I can't remember what you guys said.
10%.
Yeah, 10%.
Way up.
Was
That
that
was
really it?
Yeah, that was it.
We'll check the podcast. You listened to it recently, right?
Yeah, well, not the whole thing.
Whatever you guys have decided. Okay, so she's going to take you through...
I think we said it would increase as her usefulness went up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel
You gotta
like
prove
it's
your
lower than
usefulness.
minimum wage, so...
Oh, well, you can kill him and
10% of $1 million?
$1,000,000?
With how long it is?
Yeah, we don't know the length of this trip.
Does it has
Well, it's not going to be a year.
In this times, $10,000
Even if it is a year,
should be
that's
like...
still pretty good.
Yeah, in this time, that's pretty legit.
You work a bar and you're an adopted kid. They definitely don't pay you much. You're like, yeah, good, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Not
right.
die anytime soon.
Alright, so,
Alright, so
anyway.
you're heading out the back door, and then we'll say you're heading to the town that Chloe's character's in. I want to go by character names.
What's my name?
I don't know, do you remember it?
Miso. Her name's Miso.
Miso.
Rodriguez.
Oh, Rodriguez, you're right, you're
You're right.
Rodriguez.
Mrs. Rodriguez.
So, we'll head, you guys, she's taking you to a town of, do you want to give a town name? Anybody?
Town.
Cluck Cluck.
The city of Townsville.
No, it's called Cluck Cluck.
I hate all of you guys.
Cluck.
Cluck Cluck is right now the best contender.
Weird. We weren't
Tongue
talking
like tongue
about this
face.
stuff.
What is it?
Tongue like tongue face.
Tongue face. No, I'll go Cluck Cluck.
They have a chicken trade there.
Yeah, I was just about to say, they are a chicken trading post. Cluck Cluck. They're right on the
71.
71 northbound.
No. They are off the main road. So there's a main road leading into the forest where all the elves live. And they're off it. They're kind of the smaller town that apparently you trade chickens at.
Yes, of course.
That's their specialty. And so she's going to take you guys there.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to do before you go?
Well, on the ride here, I mentioned to Chloe that I'm really craving some wings, and she just happens to come up with Cluck Cluck. I know, just the place.
There's a Buffalo Wild, the Cluck Cluck in town that's really famous.
So why are we stopping at Cluck Cluck again?
Because she's taking you
It's
all the
just
way
on
to
the way.
to the east. The west. Sorry, you guys are heading
I was
west.
gonna say the east is where we just left.
Yeah, sorry, you're
No,
heading
we're heading
west
west because we're headed to
the elf. This is like a long
Right.
way away because
Okay.
it's like deep into the elf territory.
And Heldon still hasn't confessed to why he.
No, he has not told you why
is
they're
wanted.
after him. He just says he doesn't know. You guys apparently believed him because you failed rolls.
Oh, that's right.
So, yeah, you guys are heading there. Anything else you want to do? Anybody?
I'm gonna carry some shit. Do I have some shit left in the shabby house?
If you don't say anything, I'm assuming you have very standard basic stuff.
Yeah.
You have guns that you usually use.
Knife.
Standard equipment that you travel with when you know you're going to be camping up.
Okay. And we'll say you guys are almost broke. That's why the gangsters were out in the flop house. You had a few more days anyways that you could afford.
Our last robbery, we've been living on our last robbery.
Yeah.
Oh, since we're going to Cluck Cluck, I brought a bag of poultry seasoning.
Okay. That's poultry seasoning. Very
Yeah.
important.
Perfect.
All right, you guys arrive at town. I'll say a day later, just riding along.
Oh, I'm conscious by now.
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
I forgot you're unconscious.
I'm coming up with this adventure as I go here.
I couldn't tell at all.
So you guys will need to gather supplies. This is a small little town. There is all your standard stuff: saloon, brothel,
So we
general
arrived.
store. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you guys were just
Yeah.
weren't doing anything. You took a bunch of back roads no one knows. That's the point of bringing you along.
Okay, so I'm going to go to
Few
the
houses. There's a big post for trading chickens. A little trading post.
So I'm gonna go around to each of chicken post vendors. Like, you want some poultry seasonings?
You're trying to trade your seasoning
Sell
for
the
chicken?
seasoning.
Yeah, of
It's not
course.
a black market on poultry season.
Yeah.
Oh, the chicken.
Yeah, the best offer you can find is chicken wings. A couple of chicken wings.
In exchange for chicken seasoning?
Yeah.
Suckers.
I'll take some.
Well, how much? I assume this is a lot of seasoning.
Oh, I'll sell them like per bottle. Of course, I'm not gonna sell them like a bag.
Oh no, they want the whole bag. They want all the seasoning you've got.
No. How many
What do you
chicken wings?
What do you think you're gonna get for like a pinch of seasoning?
They'll pinch off a little bite of their chicken wing.
They won't even give you the bone for that.
No, but I sell them like a bottle, right?
Okay. Well, while you try to start your side business, what is everyone else doing?
I'll be finding the nearest to drink.
Nearest place to drink. Okay, that's the saloon. Josh heads to the saloon. Zach?
Yeah, I feel like I would go to the local saloon as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't.
It's the place
we
to
already
gather
have
some
all
info.
the supplies we need. I don't understand what else we need.
No, you don't. You're here to get supplies. You
Yeah,
are
well,
basically broke. There's nothing out in the middle of nowhere there.
Oh, we don't have money, so how are we going to get
Yeah,
supplies
what
without
are we
our
gonna buy
money?
with?
I don't know.
I think we might have to rob a place, guys.
Yeah.
I thought my poultry seasoning
This
business
place
was
have a-
going to take off.
He didn't say it has a bank, did he?
It has. I said it has normal stuff, so it'll have a small.
It has a
bank.
chicken trade.
Yeah,
There's
it's
clearly
mostly
money in
chicken
chickens.
trading.
There's always money in a chicken stand. Alright, so while at the local saloon,
Mm-hmm.
I will be casing the joint, as they say.
Okay.
Seeing if there's a lot of money coming in and out. A lot of hands, people playing poker that maybe look like big ballers that we could follow home. You know, just taking some mental notes.
Yeah, we'll say small town, so not a whole lot of big poker players. Most of them are farmers, definitely.
Okay.
So they're mostly dirty, poor people. So they're basically just there to drink.
Okay, but so nobody seems like these is the kind of people we need to be.
No,
robbing.
the big
Nobody
ballers are
here
in
is-
the town south of here, where it's a bigger city, and the normal entrance you take to the road to.
So really, we just
the
need to
elf
rob the
territory.
local general supply store. What supplies do we need? Like food?
supplies you need. Yeah, you definitely.
So
want...
we just need to rob
Do we
this
rob those chickens?
the general store and take their
I don't know. What do you want to do?
the stuff we need, and some chickens, obviously.
Because we have tons of seasoning.
Okay, so after a case in the joint for a while, I'm gonna go to the store, the general store there, to see what kind of supplies we could possibly take from them.
They have the biggest section of chickening seasoning you've ever seen in your life.
It's like half the store.
And they have other things, a lot of just tools, whatever tools you need for raising chickens. They've got all that covered.
There's a lot of farmers' tools, like stuff.
Yeah, farmers' stuff, basically.
Do I see things like, obviously farmers' stuff I think would come in handy if you're out adventuring and...
Yeah, you'd see anything you'd find on a farm is definitely in this store. Just a few basic food items like bread, and that's basically
Who's
it. It's a
behind the
small
counter? Are we
place.
talking like a big boy that looks like they carry a
Nah,
shotgun?
it's
or
an
is
old
this
man.
Old, okay.
Old man.
Oh, hey, you don't want to underestimate an old man.
Also seems like a farmer.
Okay.
Also, so since I'm still at the chicken stand, right?
Mhm.
And trying to sell them chicken seasonings. So I realized I tried to take off. I tried to ask them like, so have you guys heard of Elf Forest?
Elf Forest?
Yeah.
You mean the Elf Territory?
Oh, yeah, Elf Territory. Where is it?
Well,
This is our person we're following.
if you walk 2 miles... She has no idea what she's doing. She's figuring it all out. She sold you a big lie.
Actually, a charity case.
If you go west 2 miles, just 2 miles, then you're in elf territory. That's what they own.
She's like sweating bullets. Woo! Went to the right place.
You know, we don't go there too much. Some elves come through here from time to time, but
Where do you get your chicken supplies?
the general store. By the way, Chloe,
Uh-huh.
roll a number, and then what's the things?
Oh.
Sneaking, talking, making, fighting, knowing. Okay, we'll check your knowing, so you probably won't notice because I think you're dumb like everyone else.
percentile dice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Zach actually has real dice.
There's a
Nah,
30.
you're too dumb.
You're in the 30%.
You realize the place looks busy. There's a lot of people at this chicken trading post. It's like a lot of stalls, and then there's one center place, and that sees a lot of business.
So
A lot of
I'm
people.
trying to go towards the center place, see why there's so many people over there.
Because they have a lot of chicken.
What's a gnome doing in all this? Where did he go?
Oh yeah, what is our gnome doing?
Oh, the gnome. That's a good question. The gnome will go to the local inn, and he's getting a room. He lets you guys know what he's doing.
Okay.
Okay. Alright.
So I feel like we need to reconvene and talk about how we're going to rob the supply store, because that's obviously the only...
Robbing supply store?
Yeah, supply store, and probably some chickens while we're at it. Because we're going to need food on our trip.
Okay,
And
does the
survive.
supply store sell chicken or does chicken post sell chicken?
The chicken post sells chicken. It's trading chickens. It's like people will come to this town to buy chickens.
That's what they do.
That's what
They farm
so
chickens.
farmers come here to sell it. It's like a farmer's market, but chicken based. Right?
Chicken
It's very
market.
specific.
This here's Cluck Cluck Town.
The best chicken in the world, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do they also have a place for chicken fighting?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
That's an underground market.
roll your talking. You got a 10%, so you don't even roll the second one.
No, that's
I mean
100.
ever. No,
Isn't it?
No, 0 would be 100.
Oh, yeah.
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 Yeah, you're right.
Wait, no.
Yeah,
no,
no,
she's
right.
roll 3% though.
That was 30%.
No,
30.
if she's rolling the first digit first, how would she roll a
A what?
5%?
A 0, then a 5?
5.
Oh, okay. And then if she rolls 2 zeros, then it's 100.
Exactly.
That's right.
Right.
Okay. All right. So yeah, no, you don't hear anything. You don't know anything.
You don't know nothing about no chicken fighting.
When you ask about, try to hint at it, people just give you suspicious looks.
Okay, so all the chickens sold at the chicken post, are they all hens or mostly roosters or are they baby chickens?
It's a chicken emporium. All sorts of chicken.
The word is yes.
Yeah. It's like going to, I don't know.
It's like a fish market, except with chickens.
Yeah. You're going to Silicon Valley and being like, what kind of software do they write here? They write all of it, alright? I don't know.
Alright, so Chloe doesn't really know our strong suits here. Is somebody going to jump in and...
Yeah, you're not
here?
You're not there. You're at the saloon.
I know. I'm at the saloon.
I'm at the store.
Okay.
Zach's
I'm
at
at the saloon.
So,
let's jump to their characters.
Yeah, let's
Are
go
you
back to
guys
the
doing
saloon.
anything in the saloon?
Drinking.
I'm ordering a drink. My guy has to...
Does your character know how to do anything else?
Well, since he's on the job now, he has to drink just enough to keep the shakes off, but he knows better than get completely wasted.
Okay. So there are people in the saloon. There's a bartender. Like I said, there's no high rollers. They're all just farmers drinking, maybe having a small meal. All they're eating is chicken.
Okay.
Anything you guys want to do before we go back?
I'm waiting for Zach to come back. We know he's casing the joint.
Yeah, so we know we're
Okay.
casing the joint, and so...
Yeah, we'll go back to Zach. What
I'm
do you
going
want?
to try and gather some information from this man. I'm not too good on the talkings, though.
Roll your dice.
So,
I don't think anybody's good at talking, except for Chloe.
oh yeah, actually,
I rolled twice.
my talking's a 5. I'm not too bad. 62%.
Fine.
Okay.
I'm trying to talk
So-
and get some information about like how his supply, like how supplies come here and everything. If this just been a place he's run his whole life, and the
So
supplies
yeah,
are what
he opens up to you. He talks about how he basically just ships everything in like the standard way every store runs, like from different companies. He says, but business has been real tough since the Big Cluck opened up.
The Big Cluck.
Yeah, it's the big place in the chicken market that has. They're just the big corporate boys that came in. They, have been ripping off the farmers, undercutting everybody.
Oh, those mother cluckers.
And they even sell all the seasoning that you could need. And here I got this big seasoning supply myself, and I can't sell it no matter what.
There's one in town?
Yeah, it's at the chicken trading post. Them
Oh, I'm
boys
gonna have to
just
try that Big Cluck.
moved here 2 months. I believe it's run by elves, too.
Oh.
Those elves, they undercut us with their cheap labor.
What's his name? What's this guy's name?
Give me an elf name.
What, the guy?
Yeah, just give me an
No,
elf.
the guy I'm talking to.
Oh.
He's
His name's Old Herb.
older. Herb.
Herb.
If I was to have some chicken in this here Cluck Cluck town, where would I find the best chicken then?
Oh, well, the best chicken is Big Joe's. But the best place to get the seasoning is right here. And he takes you to the finest seasoning that he has.
How much is it?
It's 50 cents, which is a lot in Wild West
I'll
dollars.
pay it because I'm gonna get it back anyways.
That's your last 50 cents.
That's fine.
It's Cluck Cluck seasoning.
I buy the Cluck Cluck seasoning.
Made right here in Cluck Cluck City.
He needs to trust me next time I come rolling in here.
So wait, this Big Cluck is in Cluck Cluck City?
Yes, the Big Cluck. There's a lot of clucking in this fucking town.
Alright, so I go back to the saloon and let them in on the information I have so we can strategize a robbery of
Alright. Let's
All
go
right.
back
Why
to
wouldn't
Chloe.
we go after Big Cluck?
Old Herb's store. No, of Old Herb's store.
Let's go back to Chloe. What are you doing, Chloe?
Why don't we rob Big...
Wait,
Why wouldn't we rob
let's go back to Chloe.
Father of the small store?
Because we need supplies.
Are you doing anything, Chloe?
I'm wandering around in the market and trying to spot anything unusual. Can I see anything?
You already failed your knowing check, so and you're talking, so you don't see much.
Alright,
Okay,
I'm
so
heading
being the
back
elf
to the
here-
saloon to meet
Okay,
with
there we
everyone.
go. You're all together, and you can discuss things. Now let's have the conversation.
Should we head back? Well, we're at the saloon, so we can talk without, like, people...
You're all
hearing
here
you.
now. Are you sitting at the bar talking?
No.
No.
Okay.
We're gonna go take a corner table.
That's a
and-
good idea if you're talking about robbing places.
What do you think, bartender?
Yeah, you got a lot of
Which
money.
would you rob?
If I were the robbery,
The Big Cluck or Big Joe's? Okay, so my point was we should rob the store because he has supplies. We came here for supplies, like food and all that. So we're going to need stuff from the supply store. Plus, he's got the finest spices. And my 50 cents.
Are you going to give him a taste of the finest?
me looking into my giant pile of chicken season.
Wait. Chloe, roll your making. Your making is high. Let's see.
She rolled a
90.
90.
All right,
So,
Chloe, your spice is a million times better than this spice.
I give-
Scoop this shit. Scoop this shit. Better.
These people are too focused on their chickens, not focused enough on their chicken
This
seasoning.
ain't Spice Town. This is Chicken Town.
Okay. So, where are we going to rob? I feel like we could also maybe rob two places at once, you know?
That's what I said. Why don't we just
Yeah.
do both?
Because we're going to need chicken and the supplies. I mean,
Yeah.
where we're going to get all
Why
these...
don't we get chicken? Wouldn't chicken be perishable?
You
got
buy
money
the chicken
from-
alive. You rob the live chicken. You don't take the dead chickens.
We're gonna transport a bunch of live chicken.
you're going on an adventure with live
Your
chickens.
horse?
Then they're going
You
to
can
go
if you want.
Yeah.
walk, and it shits everywhere.
You can have a chicken
You
on
have to
a
feed
horse.
them,
Hmm?
Or you can break its neck.
That is a dead chicken.
too. But
I don't know.
Perishable.
such a great at making, I can make them salted chicken and say
Yeah.
have chicken jerky.
Yeah,
What
we
do you
need
guys
chicken
think about
jerky.
that?
I'm sure this is Cluck Cluck. I'm sure they have all kinds of forms of chicken that can last more than 4 hours.
It's not some magical chicken that lasts.
Yeah, it's
There-
salted.
There
It's
are
called salted
Chloe
chicken.
was there. There are definitely dried salted chicken.
They're called chicken jerky.
Chicken jerky.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
It's a
Turkey
meat.
jerky
you
is a
can
thing.
you can make it last longer.
Wait, we're going to do that or we're going to steal that?
We're gonna steal that. Are you an expert in chicken jerky?
I'm not an expert of anything.
There. That's why we're gonna steal it because we're experts in stealing stuff.
Is this
Why don't we better
really
just steal
hot
the money and then buy our own shit on the way?
Yeah.
We're gonna do that,
I say
too.
we case the big cluck.
I figured we're gonna do that too.
Are we almost at the desert?
Why are we
You're
We're
almost-
robbing this
you're
whole
almost-
damn
you're-
town.
two places?
You're almost at the forest. You're still in the deserty area, but
Yeah.
just 2 miles away is the
Yeah.
forest.
Are you saying we should rob the
So,
big Cluck because they have the big
weather is
bucks?
so hot.
Yeah.
I think I can make
And
chicken
more
jerky
supplies.
in a day.
Okay.
What supplies are we talking here?
Right?
But you're gonna be in a foresty area soon.
Yeah, but once it's become a jerky form, it can last long.
Yeah, but what are you? You're gonna take a
That's
break
what I
from
mean.
the
I think we
adventure
gotta
for a
figure out
month
what
to
Big
make
Cluck
jerky?
sells.
So just a day.
Are they like a Walmart? Do they sell ammo? Do they sell
Wait, the general store?
the big cluck?
The Big Cluck? It's all
They sell
chicken
chicken.
stuff,
Wow.
but
they're-
it's everything chicken.
We're assuming they have the most money, though. That's what we're
Yeah.
thinking.
Right, that's
for
what
why
they're
we would rob
targeting.
them. They would
Money's big cluck. Supplies is the general store. So that's why we got hit both.
But there's only 4 of us.
But Big Cluck has supplies too, right?
What kind of supplies are you looking from the general store?
What kind of supplies do we really need?
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. This all sounds like chicken supplies. What do we
Well,
need?
they have a lot of farming equipment. They'll have some guns and some ammunition, but very basic stuff like rifles for farmers. They'll have rifles for farmers and ammo for farmers.
Yes, you can get some couple hunting rifles and some ammo. I mean, the big Cluck's not going to have that.
And they'll have stuff for making fire too.
Yeah, exactly.
we could fire.
Camping
Yeah,
stuff.
they'll have camping stuff. I mean, farmers would have
I
camping
think, I
stuff.
think we should have like what's a starter, fire starter. So those things can be used as a weapon.
Fire starter.
You're trying to Molotov cocktail people, or what?
No.
Yeah,
Th-
yeah. That's,
This is old days. Everyone knows how to make a fire with just a little like thing, you know?
A little piece of
Flint.
flint.
Yeah. No, there's like a tool with.
The
Well,
flint
it is
clicker.
like
It's
it's a
flint
clicker
clicker,
with
yeah.
a flint and iron, right?
Yeah.
okay.
So that's mostly what they have. They have a whole set of those and some, I guess, dry paper probably just to start it. And
Alright, so how are we going to do this then? If we're going to hit both places.
Oh my god. I don't think we should hit both places.
Wait, what?
You just want to rob the big Cluck and just... What if there's not enough money, though? Shouldn't our plan be to also rob the general store?
I think we should talk to the Cluck, the general store folks, and because he said that the big Cluck is hurting his business, so he has an incentive to work with us.
okay.
So
take
bring him in and
big-
double cross him?
Man,
just bring him supplies.
Have him give us
and
supplies.
Then we do the dirty work, and then his business can flourish.
I am friends with him.
is
Let's
there like
talk
a
to him.
marshal's office in
Chicken
this
office.
town?
There is a sheriff, but he also looks like he's a farmer that's, yeah, he doesn't
It's
really...
just him, no deputies.
Nah, it's a pretty small place.
Okay, so who has the best talking?
So who?
I don't know. Let's see.
Think-
Miso Rodriguez.
Oh, God.
Really?
Yeah, with a 3.
The three.
Me talking with 3
Yeah.
Yeah.
best.
You're
Yeah.
very friendly and you're good looking.
Because you're a
So
bartender,
in
so you're used to
exchange
talking
for
to people.
supplies,
Okay.
we beat down the big Cluck.
There we go.
Yeah.
What is
so
it?
we're going to,
What?
in exchange for supplies from the supply store, we'll take down the big Cluck.
Should we talk to the sheriff to get his feelings?
No, what are we going to talk about the sheriff?
You haven't been what? Very long.
Who feel him out about robbing the big Cluck?
Hey, officer, before I rob this bank, I'd like to ask your feelings about it.
No, I mean,
What?
like if
I
the
literally
sheriff
smacked
is
her upside
also-
her head.
If sheriff is also an honest farmer, he'd probably hate those big corporates coming in as well.
He's
Well,
also a sheriff.
He doesn't.
But he's a sheriff.
And I.
I'll say you can look at him and tell he's an honest man.
Okay.
They don't hire shady people as their sheriff.
I don't need him to be on my side. Just like not bat
Okay.
an eye.
But when you look at old Herb, he gives you a feeling like, he'd be down for something.
Okay, so I'm going back to Herb.
Okay.
Miso and Zach, or sorry, Miso and
Who's doing
Tumbles.
What's that?
Retard.
Tumbles.
We'll
Tumbles.
go talk to Herb. Me and
Old Herb.
Percy will go case Big Cluck.
Okay.
Well, I go talk with Herb. Okay.
So, Zach, what did you roll for a big Herb before?
62.
62. Roll again. How are you asking him? We can actually roll.
First I compliment him on his wonderful spices that he sold.
Even
me.
though you know Chloe's is better,
Yes.
that lowers your chances because you're lying.
But I mentioned I have a friend who has some spices that you might want to try selling here because I think it would be buku bucks.
He says he'll try them.
Okay.
He'll try it.
Do I have a little sample bag, like a little?
Yeah, you will
Well,
say you can.
I give him my sample bag.
First taste is free. The rest will cost you.
He says this is good stuff.
Get him hooked.
Yeah. You're now addicted to heroin.
He says, "All right, but you got to sign a little thing. We call it an NDA, and I get to say this was made right here in Cluck Cluck."
Yeah, sure, I'll sign it.
My friends.
He says, "I actually shipped the stuff I sold you earlier from Elf Country too. They just got that cheap labor back there."
Funny you mentioned the whole Elf Country. So we got a little deal here. We're fixing to get some supplies, and we need some money too. And we checked out that big Cluck place, and we don't take good kindly to that like you do.
He says, "Why don't you take kindly to them elves?"
Oh, well, they enslaved me for the first part of my life.
That's just like them elves. That's how they get that cheap labor.
Alright, do I have to roll then? Try and convince this guy?
Yeah.
So I mentioned that we're going to
Oh wait, I forgot. You're like
probably pull a job on this.
You're not
town.
even human though, right?
An orc.
No.
Ah,
I'm
shit,
not.
I forgot all about that. All right, for some reason, this guy's pretty friendly towards orcs.
Okay.
He had a good orc friend
Yeah.
too.
54. My talking's 5.
Why was it?
So, what exactly were you propositioning him to?
I was telling him that if he could offer us some supplies, that we could take down this whole big Cluck place.
He seems like, I don't know. He says,
And there's a bag of free spices in it for you.
Says, it's tempting, but I don't know about that Sheriff Joe fella. He's
It's always about sheriff. Sheriff. Laws.
He's a mighty good shot.
Oh, he is.
And he don't take kindly to robbing.
Oh, that's good to know, though.
Can I tag along?
I didn't say we're going to rob it. I just said we're going to take the
You
place
have to say that,
down.
right? You can't just insert yourself.
I never said we're going to rob the place.
Okay.
I said we're going to take it down.
Okay. He said, take it. What does that mean?
He didn't ask. If he didn't ask, I don't need to
He
tell.
assumed robbing.
I was planning on burning it down after I'm done.
Chloe, you didn't say what you're doing. What are you doing while they're going? So you guys were going to case the big Cluck. Zach went to the
I talked to
general
her.
store. What do you want to do?
I assume I went to a general store as well.
Okay, you're going along with them.
Oh, yeah, 'cause
With-
she has the bags
yeah.
of spices and stuff.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Maybe you should be talking a little more then. Like, could
So
she
you can
kinda
try to
help?
warm up the deal. Roll it.
So could you tell me a little bit about this Sheriff Joe? What's his favorite thing to do, and what do you like in general?
Trying to date him?
Roll dice.
Could you tell me his favorite book?
Talking?
Yeah, roll your talking. 30.
Well,
Well, I had something set, but
I have a shitty roll.
he says, well, I know he likes the horrors, but that's about it. Big, righteous fella like him, but I know he sneaks out at night.
Okay, so
that's all you needed to say.
I'm going to the whorehouse.
Okay, what is the sheriff's not there now?
Oh.
It's the daytime. The store's open.
Yeah, I told the old herb person saying that don't worry, I'll figure out a way so that sheriff won't be looking on that day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I
roll another one for telling him that.
What?
For telling him that you'll make sure the sheriff's not there. I assume you're still trying. No, you have the worst rolls. He says, I don't know. He just seems really afraid of the sheriff guy. He just seems like
All right,
it's
now
not
I got
reassuring
whack the
enough.
sheriff.
Now we got 2 places to kill.
So maybe
I think we're just gonna have to rob both places, guys.
Well, you can't talk to us. We're not even with you yet.
Okay,
yeah. So I pulled Zach into a corner and asked him like, so
in the middle of talking with this guy, we're gonna sneak in the corner.
I asked Zach, so do you think we should really rob the place? I mean, we could technically bring down one business by poisoning his supplies.
But how do you get paid from that?
Yeah, we're not actually just trying to bring the place down. We're trying to rob them and steal all their
We're
money.
collecting the money from the general store.
Oh, okay. You're
I
trying to
think
get the
he's
general
ready.
store manager to pay you
Yeah,
to completely
Oh.
bring down the big Cluck.
yeah. Maybe that's the way we'll get around the whole sheriff.
Okay, so tell them that. Be like, look, maybe robbing's not your thing. Maybe we don't have to rob the place. If you pay us a hefty penny, we can we can make the big Cluck go away.
Yeah, business are usually built
He's
on
like,
trust.
nah, a lot of these folks are my friends, that even if they do shop at the big Cluck instead of my store anymore, then he starts to get a little hateful in his eyes, but he goes, nah.
We're not trying to poison them to kill them. Just make the meat a little less than savory.
Nah. He'd rather not poison his own townsfolk. Alright, we're going to cut to Josh and Alan. So, what are you guys doing?
So we're looking like, is there any security? Like what?
We're going to the big clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very busy, like I said. There's a couple elves around that definitely look out of place. And they're just people selling stuff. Looks like there's some people not doing much, so there must be security, right? Just 2 guys, we'll say, that look like muscle. Elven muscle. They look like they got guns. Other than that, it's just it's a big stall with all sorts of chicken and chicken-related items.
Hot chicken, which combo you picking?
Yeah. They've got a Hank Hill looking elf that wants to sell you chicken and chicken related accessories.
So where is this? Can we get like a map of the town? Like, where is this store in relation to leaving town? Versus
It's-
a general store.
I'm not gonna draw a map, but like, so there's the stores, right? All of them will say like,
It's a small town, so they gotta be in the same
it's fairly
line.
small. Like, it's one road basically with a saloon, inn, what was the bank, general store. And then there's a couple houses on one side, and then on the other side will be the big trading post on the other side of town. That clear enough of a picture?
Sure.
That-
So these are on the way outside of town, like the Big Cluck, like where we need to go.
The
Big Cluck.
it's still like you can see the road from it. The road with the saloon and the inn and all of it. Like, it's just on the side, basically.
Okay.
Okay.
I just feel like I have shitty roads in that. Consistent.
Yeah, you still suck at rolls there.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, so...
Oh, and there's a brothel. There's that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And a small sheriff's office.
2 health security and 1 behind the counter.
There's several people working the counters.
Like,
Several people.
Like, it's a
at
big
the counter.
pavilion, a big stall.
2 security.
Yeah, 2 guys working security.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, while they're
really
casing the
open.
joint, I'm gonna thank the old herb and say, sorry we couldn't do business with you and meet up with them.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to the Big Cluck to meet
Yeah.
up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Hi.
following, Chloe?
Yeah, I'm following.
Okay. So you guys are now all at the Big Cluck.
Alright, I skipped to the very front of the line. I just walked past everybody right up to the counter.
Okay.
But that old herb guy still signed the NDA, right? So he won't disclose our conversation to the show.
No. No one said. He said
That was
for the seasoning.
Oh, okay.
it
Which-
made you sign it.
He wants you to sign it if you give it to him, but you haven't given it to him because he hasn't said yes to anything.
Okay.
So, Josh, roll your. Let's see. You're going to the front.
I'm just hanging out on the side, the other side of wherever the muscle is. Or if there's one on each side, whatever.
Okay. Roll your talking, Josh.
What's my talking? It's a 6.
Oh.
6 is not
No,
good
that's
at
not
talking.
good. That's pretty shitty.
Oh,
Lower
six.
is better. You're 30.
He's pretty well.
You're
Everyone
the
talks
best
down to
talker.
all races.
So how the heck do you roll in this time?
Just roll a die 100. Everything's going to be a die 100.
Like,
He's asking how do you determine the success?
Oh, I just make it up, basically, based on what I feel like. Like I said, this is really rules light. So, I will
are we
basically...
supposed to have our own dice here, or is there something we can
Oh,
do
what I
something
do
with?
is I go to Google and say random number 100, and then it'll give you one. Yeah.
That's why I'm like, am
Just-
I supposed to have
If you type...
random?
Yeah, I'll believe whatever you say. If you want to cheat, go for it.
Random number 100.
Random number general 1 through 100.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think just the number 100.
It just gave me 1 through... Okay, random number 1 through 100, I got... Oh, that's 38.
Okay. Okay. A big, burly human fella pushes you back and says, "What the fuck you think you're doing, elf?"
I
There's a
slap
line
him
here.
across the face and tell him to know his place.
Alright.
And know his race.
Josh, roll your enduring.
What is my enduring?
It's a 7, worse than your talking.
Oh, God.
That's not good.
I got an 89.
Okay. You know what? He punches you, but you know what? You actually just somehow managed to take it and you're still up. But it hurt. It really, really hurt.
Amazing.
This is the guy he pushed in front of in the line, right?
Yeah, he's cutting through.
I'm glad we're keeping a low profile before
All
we
right.
rob the joint.
Yeah, I don't, this is the drunkard you take with you. What are you doing, Josh? Hagen. I still don't know, still don't know how to pronounce his name.
Hagen.
It's pronounced homo. So are we about to just rob this place right now because you're starting fisticuffs?
No, I'm trying to get in with the elf. I'm an elf.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. The way you do that is pissing off their customers.
Yeah, by
I was like, what?
getting in fist fights with their customers.
Don't you worry about that.
Alright, so what are you doing now?
Yeah, you gotta do something. Are you doing anything about him punching, or are you just standing there and taking it?
I don't know. I might just stand there and fall
Like
to
a
the
little
ground.
bitch.
Dude.
Okay, that's it now. No, I never really got into magic here. What do I do with magic? I mean,
Make it up. If it's really hard, you try to do something, you'll have a really high number to roll. If you have a minor little cantrip, it'll be something really low to roll.
What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
I might just try and blow him off his feet with like a wind blast or something. I don't know how to call it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you can try that. That's probably not
Okay.
terribly hard. Just knock him back a bit. Or it'll be wind, and then based on your roll is how much you'll go back.
There you go.
Alright. Ooh, we got 55.
It pushes him back a little bit. And it creeps him out that you know magic. He gets a little scared and he says,
Does he now know his place?
yeah, he's not sure about them magic folk. Let's see, what would a reaction be? Yeah, he says, just go back to the line, elf. Like everybody else.
I just ignore him and keep walking to the front.
Alright, you know what? He's impressed you could take his punch, because he's a big fella. Alright, you're at the front. You see he's pissed, but too scared to do anything.
I don't care about him. What does the elves at the front think?
They just
Try
ask
and
you.
gauge their reaction.
They just ask you what kind of chicken you
This
want.
toaster.
They say it's not too often we see elves around these here parts. Other elves.
I tell them I'm glad to see them too. I'm getting tired of being with these inbred humans.
Okay. I mean, they're not impressed you're an elf. I mean, they're the whole country of them.
I gotta think this way through.
I can see that.
I just want to know how you guys were open.
We're open till 9. But
Thank
we'll
you.
be back. He says he'll mention there's a big sale on Sunday. That's the day all the farmers come out, and we'll say it's Saturday today. So the big day's tomorrow.
For what?
The big sale is tomorrow.
The big sale.
So they'll
Big
have
sales
more-
And he says we're open all night then.
Okay, so big sales tomorrow and you're open till 9.
We're open all night. Yeah, tonight they're open till 9, but the big sale's tomorrow and they're open all night.
So we robbed the joint after the big sale.
No.
Before
Yeah,
the
right
big
before.
Why did you do it right before?
sale. Yeah, don't they have
There's too
more
many
money
people.
after the
Too
sale?
many people.
But you do it
Excited
after
us
the
up.
sale.
But they'll have the most money after the big sale, and that's when we hit them.
Oh,
much
And the
money do
least
we-
amount of people the day after the sale.
well, you're not at the location, right?
Yeah, we're both here now.
Okay, so I'm gonna chime in and say this. I don't think the general store owner will be really happy with this information. If it's really going on sale, the big store, the company store, going to make a shit ton of money that would crush the business.
That's what you're saying to the elf?
No, saying to Jack.
That
Saying what now?
yeah, I'm losing you.
So, like, I think we should go back to talk to the general store
Oh,
owner.
that there's a
Owner.
he knows there's a big sale for everyone on that day. I mean, it's the big sale. Like it's a small town. They know what's going on.
Yeah, I'm saying we rob it after the big sale when they have the most money, and obviously there's going to be a lot less people because they're all waiting to come during this big sale day.
But when are you going to rob it? During business hours? Like, are you going to try to
After.
rob it
No, after.
Won't they take the money to the bank right after?
And we hit them on the
Making
way to the bank.
drops?
Yeah, that's
That's
it.
a good one.
That's what we do.
So now we're robbing on the way to the bank as opposed to the actual store.
So
Yeah.
who can be
Okay.
our
That feels like that could be
potential
quicker and easier.
We can't. I mean, we have between here and the bank, we have time to case the place, or we could just be in the bank and hit them right as they walk into the bank and hit the bank too at the same time.
So now we're forgetting about the supply store. We don't need any supplies.
Well, if we get this much money, I don't think we will need that.
Has already put.
Let's rob the whole town, every single
Rob every place
store.
I do like the bank and as they make the deposit, because if we make that much money, I don't think we'll have to worry about robbing a supply store place.
Well, we would kind of be wanted after we hit the bank, so
Yeah.
we need the supplies.
We kind of wanted.
Oh, by the way, I forgot. You guys need to remember your points if you want to increase your chances of anything.
Oh.
How does that increase it? Just like 10%?
Yeah,
20%?
probably. I think I said 10% per point spent.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So.
So I'm just walking back. That's all.
Some
I
of
wanted to
these
know.
rolls could have
That's
been
fine.
helped along.
I'll wait to use them before when I can die because of a missed shot.
So I think we at least should have figured out how much security that this place has, right?
We have 2 people.
Yeah,
But
and the
they could
sheriff.
have more on Big Sale Day. That's what I'm saying. We don't know. We only know they have 2 people now.
So, are we still at the place eating our chicken and just talking about how we're gonna...
With how long you've been here,
Please.
like, you're done with the chicken. Or you're just sitting and sipping
Man.
juice, I
we
guess.
got-
I suggest we get a room and talk about our plans.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Well, since my spice is so amazing, I'm
I
trying
need
to sell it
I
to
need a
the
map
big
here.
store owner.
You what?
I need. Where's the stall in relation to the bank and the general
Hey,
store?
I tried to get a map. He said no.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you want to know?
He wants a map.
Okay, I'll
Make a
draw
map.
you a map real quick.
How do you get to drawing on this thing?
Need the map.
Just give me the Google Docs. You guys are at Google Docs?
Yeah, I'm on Google Docs.
Yeah.
Okay. At the very bottom, it was store,
Oh, I
bank,
see what you're doing.
bank.
There's a source right next to the bank.
Yeah,
How can you not type bank, dog?
Yeah. You messed up 3 times.
because I'm drunk, number one. And number two, I'm on the side. We'll say in/brothel.
So this is the road in between.
They'll be
them,
kind of
right?
combined, like the inn, and then there's some rooms for the brothel. And then what else did I say was there? In
Why are you
store.
making different lines? I don't understand.
That they're across the street?
Oh, okay.
The inn brothel.
Okay, so like the space between store and brothel is like the road.
So you need Big Joe's and
Oh.
Big
It'll be sheriff.
Chicken.
So is the store, is that the general store or what is that?
That's the general store. Yeah.
Okay. So the general store is right next to the bank, not the big clock.
Yeah, where's Big Cluck at?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, see? Ask for a map.
2 houses, 3 houses. And I said exactly what I'm drawing.
That's fine, but we need a visualization.
Yeah, I need a visual here.
Trading post. And same thing on the other side. Like, they're just a bunch of stalls along here. Trading.
Where's the 2 places we visited aren't listed on here?
What were the 2 places?
Where's the Big Cluck and Big Joe's?
Big
What was
Joe's
Big
is
Joe's?
the
Big
Yeah, the
Joe's
store.
was the place that's taking all the money from Big...
Yeah, store is
Yeah,
Big
the
Joe's.
store. The store.
You
That's
sure?
herb anyways.
Big Joe's is the store?
That's old herb. That's old herb.
But you said Big Joe's.
Big Joe is the sheriff.
No.
Yes.
You said Big Cluck is taking all the money from Big Joe's.
Oh, I meant Big Herbs. Because he definitely introduced himself as Old Herb, I'm pretty sure. And then the Big Cluck will be at the edge of the whole thing, because it's the biggest. It's like at the end of the street. Big.
Okay.
So it's definitely like the largest post.
It's the last place built,
and it's
too.
like, you know what I mean by post, right? Like it's like a stall you would go to at a farmer's market, but it's really big.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
get it.
So that's what basically this town is.
Alright, so...
Hey, where's the saloon?
Oh yeah, I forgot the saloon. Let me throw the saloon in there.
Your map's falling apart, sir. This is why we need a map.
And so we rode into town, like where the houses are, right? So
Ye-
we came in that way.
So we passed the store...
No, I'll say you came in between the inn and the brothel. Like that's the way you came in.
Okay.
And there's a road leading out. A road leading
where's
out through the bank and the saloon. So right between there, there's a big road.
Okay.
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 Cool.
So there's a alley.
Okay.
A road, rather.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's actually a small road. I mean, the whole thing is small. This is definitely the back way to Elf Country.
Okay.
All right. So what's our plan here, boys?
Alright,
So we're headed back to the inn, right? Get a room and...
Okay. After the dinner tonight and the inn, you are dead broke. You have $0.
Okay.
I say we just rob the bank when the big Cluck makes the deposit, and then we ride right out of town.
what do we do about the sheriff?
Okay. Who has the highest knowing?
She has an 8. 7.
I have a 5.
I got 5.
Your guys' 5s are the...
You have a 6.
You have a 6,
Oh, I
Alan.
have a 6. I was looking at it.
Nick's 5 is the best. Or Josh's 5 is the
Okay,
best.
Josh, roll your knowing.
94.
Okay, that's good.
You know some stuff.
So, thought occurs to you, Josh. How do you know the money goes to the bank afterwards? Why would they put it in the bank of this town?
Bank.
When they're elves.
They're a big company. Maybe they probably put some there, but it's an elf company. They probably ship it back to the good amount back to their home
The motherland!
area. It's a big company. They have lots of trading posts throughout the whole nation, right?
Would they be shipping it back tonight? Or would they wait, like every week?
We don't know.
Well, I don't tell you that. You just suddenly thought, but maybe they wouldn't always be depositing it in this bank. It's a farmer bank. It's for farmers mostly.
So we could just post up and wait to see when the deposits happen. Like, not the deposits to the bank, but when they come to pick
Okay,
up
I
money.
will sneak to a place near the Big Cluck to see what happens after night.
Okay.
No, so you're going to case it to see if people do come to pick up.
I'm going to case it after hours to see where the money goes.
Okay. And Chloe, you wanted to sell your seasoning?
Yeah, that was a long time
Okay.
ago.
Well, then they got involved in this whole thing.
Okay.
So
I
the
assume it's
the guy knows it's good stuff.
Uh-huh.
So he's willing to give you, no needing to poison the whole village. He will just give you a good amount of supplies if you sign the NDA and give him the recipe and all the spice that you have.
Ooh, the recipe.
The recipe.
Yeah.
You can make a fake recipe, though.
How would he verify the recipe?
That's what I mean. You can
Yeah.
fake it.
He'll make it probably
On
later.
spot?
No, not on the spot.
Yeah.
Just make
Depends
sure
on
you
what- I don't know. What will you include in the
include an
recipe?
ingredient that probably isn't too easy to come by, so by the time he figures out you gave him a fake recipe.
Exactly.
That's a
Also,
good idea.
tweak quantities of some of the spices.
Mhm.
There you go.
There.
Okay.
There.
Oh,
So sign
devious.
NDA, get a bunch of supplies, and then
Okay.
done.
Chloe has acquired for you guys a good amount of supplies. Basically, everything you would need to be out in the wild and surviving. And
But- There's a place we can rob.
yeah, you have
And
$0.
it has elves.
Oh, okay. We still have $0. I thought she
Yeah.
just sold the recipe. He just
No,
traded supplies.
just
This
supplies.
is just a barter
No money.
system.
Yeah.
Just a barter system. Okay.
I'd just say then we hit the Big Cluck.
Yeah, let's just rob the Big Cluck, but I still say we rob them right after the sale. Towards the end of their 24-hour sale. When all the money's gone in and all the people are starting to drift away.
Try.
Either hit him as they're moving the money.
Well, that's
Yeah,
fine, but we have no
like-
idea when they do that, and we don't have money to hang around too long.
Well, right now I'm casing them after hours. To see
Okay.
But does that really matter? Does that jive with what they do after the big sale? Do they take 10% of it and put it in the bank, and the other 90? We don't even know.
You want to hit them in the middle of the day?
No, he said Zach
After the
would hit him at
24
end
hours.
of the night.
Yeah. So, Josh, are you waiting around at night?
Yeah.
So you see that even though it was pretty busy, there's no movement of money at all. Like, basically, we'll say one elf actually owns a house, and I didn't make you roll, so I should have. But you'll see that he goes to his house afterwards in the town.
Did he carry stuff when he goes to the house or no?
He has a backpack. and those two same guards seem to walk with him.
I still say we just rob the place.
I think so too.
But it's also a crowded street. Even at 9 o'clock at night, there's plenty of people around.
Oh, well, if we break into his house and lay in wait for him.
But this is going to be after the 24-hour sale, so it's not going to be 9 o'clock at night. It's going to be way later.
Midnight.
It's going to be 12.
Yeah, it would end at midnight. But it would be busy because there's lots of people, you would assume. Yeah, say the store owner said people, or whoever you heard from, I can't remember, said people come from all over to come to this one.
Wow, so it's going to be real busy.
In order to have a successful robbery, there needs to have a chaos, right? Otherwise, everybody will be paying attention.
So which house we blowing up?
So we need to create some chaos so that people's attention.
Like the
will
way
turn
you
to
think.
different places.
Yeah.
So
We're going to burn the whole town down by the end of
Let's burn down Big Joe's.
Wait, that's the sheriff's. Big
Oh, that's right.
Old
Good
Herb.
time.
Old Herb
Herb.
is the
Well, we do need to get rid of the sheriff, so...
We can
with him in it.
Building in the...
Yeah, I say we burn... We set the elf's house on fire, the one that runs the big Cluck, because that's going to cause the most chaos.
I'm for that.
exactly.
It's an elf.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
still think we should break into his house and lay in wait for him.
But how do you know he's taking money back to his house? Maybe that's just who lives with him.
Okay, so if we lay in wait for him, take him out, and his bodyguards, find no money, we just then go to the stall and hit that. We already hit all the muscles.
No,
Okay.
because if we set the place on fire, he's not going to take money out of the big Cluck before he goes and looks at his house. We're going to rob the big Cluck while all the chaos is going on, and people are watching the house.
So
But what? He's not going to pack up all his money and then go check his burning house.
So, I mean, there are three known people that could prevent us from doing a successful robbing, right?
There's
One
three known people.
Three
There's
known
three.
people. So one is sheriff and two's elf bodyguards, right?
Yeah.
So we
Yes.
should successfully track them into one place.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah, by burning down the elf's house.
Yeah, we already discovered that's burning the house.
Okay, so what I'm thinking is we find a way to trick the sheriff into the house, then cause the house burning, then frame the sheriff. That's the one that's doing it. Be the one
You really
that's
got it
stealing
out
all
for
the
the
shit.
sheriff.
That's way too involved.
Must die.
Why do you have to frame the sheriff?
I didn't hear one thing about us shooting guns.
So that every mob could be circling all those peoples while we're taking the money. Nobody
Oh.
would have bet an eye on us.
Roll talking. Because you say you know
We're
people.
always talking.
No, you're good at talking. It says you know what people want, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, even with 50, you know that the sheriff is an honest guy and no one would believe he burned a house down. Like, that's just not something he would do.
Way too involved. Also, we have, don't forget guys, we do have Helden. And
Wait, let's stir up some controversy among him and his wife. Why? What the fuck?
she's trying to do some devious
Yeah.
Game of Thrones shit here.
I'm for the burning of the house, and then we rob the big Cluck.
And
Everybody's
if
doing
if anything goes wrong, like say the elf starts heading back to the big Cluck previously, I say our backup plan for diversion is Helden has to get into trouble before the sheriff gets back to the big Cluck. Like, even if he just runs into the sheriff just to stop him temporarily.
Say that again, what are you doing?
We need to utilize Helden while we're robbing the big Cluck.
You need to use... Okay.
So, if they go and check out this fire and immediately start heading back to the big Cluck because somebody says there's a robbery going on, he's going to be the second distraction. So we need 2 lines of distraction here.
Okay. What's he doing?
That's what we need to figure out.
Okay.
it.
He's gonna just dance naked. Look at dancing naked. No.
That is fine, actually.
He was just robbed.
What was just robbed?
That's what he's going to tell the sheriff.
Oh, he's going to come out and say
Yeah, he was
someplace
robbed
was
at
robbed.
the
He was robbed.
inn or something.
Okay.
But-
And be like, I think there's... So then the sheriff will think the distraction is happening just because of this robbery that just happened.
Yes.
Perfecto.
Okay. So your plan is, I want to get it straight.
Yes.
You're gonna
set the elf's house on fire.
Okay. At what
Right
time?
about, I don't know,
At 12
11:30
a.m.
PM.
12 midnight.
Well,
As the sale's ending?
right before they close, right? So
Okay.
yeah.
So like 11:30 p.m. Right?
Okay.
So while that's burning, everybody's going to come out.
Okay.
Heldon's going to see the sheriff, tell the sheriff he just got robbed, and they stole all his stuff at the end.
Okay.
So when the sheriff goes, is he going to really go with the gnome or go to the fire, though?
Who's going
Well,
to
he
go
would
to
go
the
to the fire. He's gotta. That Heldon's gotta come out and then go to him at the fire because it's like next door.
Okay.
Go out and go to him at the fire. Okay.
So when the sheriff's out looking at the fire, Heldon's going to approach the sheriff and said he's
Okay.
just been robbed. So he's going to be like, Sheriff, are you the sheriff? Are you the sheriff? I've just been robbed.
Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, while this is all happening, that's when we're robbing the big Cluck.
Okay. Think they've got a plan.
Okay.
Yes,
Who's setting the house on fire?
me. Some
Okay.
elf.
You. Okay.
Okay.
I can
And
do
I'm,
magic.
and I'm fast, so I can at least make it back to you guys to help you.
Okay.
I'm a 2 in moving, so
So you can set it all on fire and run real quick to the...
yeah, and then make it to help you guys in the big Cluck.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
All right, we got our
Plan.
big setup.
All
Wait,
right.
what if he has money in the house?
I don't care.
It
You're
will be
burning
on
the
fire.
money, yeah.
Burning.
All right, so we're good.
All right. Yeah. Do you guys want to role play that, or do you want to call it a night?
We can roleplay it.
We should role play that.
10
Otherwise, I
minutes.
think we'll forget the plans by the time we set that.
Okay. Okay. So, do you want to just fast forward to the time of the robbery?
Yeah. You
Uh-huh.
take into account we're probably taking notes and stuff.
Do I do anything?
about
If you
everything.
want to do anything, you can.
Oh, what's
That's why I'm
our
asking if you want to fast
plan of
forward.
attack when we actually hit the big Cluck?
Like our exit strategy. Like
Well,
we gotta have
there's an
the
entrance
horses
strategy
ready.
too.
Wait, Alan,
Yeah.
aren't you our best shooter?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Do you?
yeah. We don't want you to be gone.
What is my sneaking skill?
Yeah, me and you are the best shooters. Maybe
Oh, yeah. Miso
Josh.
has a sneaking skill, so maybe she should burn the house because she can sneak
Yeah, your
back.
sneaking is.
Yeah, you're sneaking. You're sneaking.
Alright.
So you're setting fire to the place, Chloe.
She's a good
Oh,
arsonist.
sorry, Miso.
Okay.
So Miso will set the place to fire. Percy, we need to shoot the guards first thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'll take
Okay,
the guard on the
kind of
left,
sense.
you take the guard on the right, because we're the best at shooting. So our entrance
Okay.
is just to blast them right away.
Okay.
Yep.
Like, okay.
I'll hit the guy with the backpack with the spell to immobilize him so he can't run away with the money.
Okay.
Wait.
How are we covering up the gunshot?
That's the guys whose house you're burning, right?
Wait, yeah, he might take off. Never mind.
He's the guy with a backpack, yeah.
How are we, yeah, he should be gone because his house is on fire. But when these gunshots happen,
Mm-hmm.
the sheriff will hear these, right? We assume people will hear these gunshots.
Guns are loud, and it's not a big town.
So
Okay,
maybe
Distraction
maybe we
for the
tell,
gnome should be... Ooh,
Oh.
spit there.
maybe we tell Eldon before he runs
So-
out of the brothel.
so
maybe he's
you
behind
want to-
back.
You
Shoot
want
off
to,
his own gun.
Yeah.
you want to shoot something and
So it's just
doesn't make a
confusion.
sound,
Yeah, so
right?
he shoots
Yeah, yeah.
off his own gun.
Okay. So with
Chloe's
the
got an
guy-
idea.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Can I do a
whatever.
spell
Hold
of
on.
like...
Wait, Chloe's got an idea. What's your idea, Chloe?
Put a potato.
Never mind. You watch too many movies.
This
No, somebody trusted.
I know this is so you're thinking modern day weapons. This is the old west. They're not very sophisticated.
The coal will just blow up in your hand.
Yeah, that would work.
So
in modern
instead
day,
of
yeah.
holding-
sound.
Yeah, instead of Heldon running to the sheriff saying he's been robbed, he should be out back, naked, drunk, and shooting guns.
What?
Okay.
No, how about...
I don't know
you
why
guys
he's
decide
naked.
I do a spell that muffles all sound within a certain distance of me. Since you're right beside me, I should be able to do that.
Say that again, Josh.
He wants to do a muffle sound spell.
Okay,
So they
you
won't
can.
hear their guns go because they're right beside me.
Okay,
So
that
it'll
works.
Be a big sphere.
That works better.
Yeah, a muffle sound spell sounds good.
All right, so as we shoot the first two, you'll
So
muffle our
Eldon's
sound.
back to his original plan then.
Yes. Heldon's back to original plan if we can just muffle the sound with the spell.
Yeah. Okay.
No potato needed.
No,
You can have a potato if you want it.
funny enough, the spell is called Potato Silence.
All right, so now we all good? Are you skipping
Yeah, I
forward
think
to the
we got
plan?
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
So
if we have our horses already ready,
yeah.
Okay, so
supplies packed.
and Percy and myself, Tumbles, we'll be keeping track of all the other people, making sure we have no heroic people trying to do it. While Josh takes care of getting all the money.
I thought Josh was casting a spell.
Well, yeah,
That's
when we
just
shoot
after we take out
people,
the bodyguards.
after we shoot people, he casts.
So you and
Step
Alan are
one,
shooting
hit
people?
the bodyguards.
Yeah.
Step 2, they cover while I get the money.
The first thing Alan and I are doing is shooting the bodyguards
Okay.
while he
I
casts the
use
muffle
to
spell.
muffle this
And then
spell.
what was Josh doing after?
He's going to collect all the money while we just
I go
keep
for
track of
money
all
while
the
they cover
people.
crowd.
Okay.
We're doing crowd cover, so we
Okay.
make sure
Just in
nobody
case.
else becomes a heroic, nobody runs out to tell the sheriff,
Okay.
so on and so
Okay.
forth. We're going to close the doors and everything.
Okay.
Okay, so what do I do?
You're setting the place
house
on fire. You're going to come back. You're going to come in front of the big Cluck and make sure nobody comes in or out.
Okay.
Okay.
You'll be the
Or,
other
like,
outside
start
crowd
anybody,
control.
Anybody that starts running towards the sheriff or anything like that.
Or if the sheriff starts coming, like, you can get in his way, not necessarily, like, attack him. But
So she's
you
coming
know,
back to the big
like,
Cluck afterwards.
Yes.
Okay, that's the plan anyhow. Okay.
Yes.
So I'll hide in the dark. If sheriff coming, I'm just gonna play my innocent card. And
Well,
be
hey
like,
there, sweetie
"Help,
pie."
help."
Okay.
I've been raped.
Whoa.
What is happening on this night?
You seem very okay for a woman that's been raped.
Oh, it's
Or
so...
if you want to kill the sheriff, you can use your throwing knives.
Good. There you go.
He
Alright.
is into prostitutes, so you can easily lure him away.
Oh,
Even
yeah,
though
that's
there's
true.
a fire and shooting, he's going to be, well, I am a bit horny.
I just can't help myself. Alright, let's do it.
All right.
Good.
So, we'll, if everyone's okay, we're fast forwarding to the time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
like, let's say 11 o'clock, 11:30. It's all mostly winding down the sale.
Okay.
Okay, Chloe, roll your sneaking. Okay, 70.
Woohoo!
Thank God.
You set it on fire without a hitch, and you sneak right back. No one notices you. Okay. Josh, you've got to roll your muffle sound spell.
Oh shit.
We do something with Goof. What is it?
Yeah,
I
what'd you
got
get?
20.
20, okay. I mean, it just makes it
loud
slightly, like, you don't realize it didn't work. So you think it does work, and you tell them to go forward with a plan. Okay?
Alright.
But
So-
actually,
That means
So
you
I'm-
guys are going to roll your shots.
Yeah, so I'm going to shoot the guy on the left and Alan's shooting the guy on the right.
Okay.
Alright, Tumbles, don't fail me. 20.
Okay.
I have a 2 in shooting, though.
Okay.
Close range
Okay.
shooting.
You just missed then. Alan?
Oh
Whoops.
God.
What is it?
28.
Oh,
I
God.
need actual dice.
He has a
I don't
1.
like this number generator.
What is yours?
He has a 1 in shooting.
Okay, you actually shoot him, but it just grazes him.
Can
Kind
we
of
get a
hurts
second
bit.
shot, though, since we called him by surprise?
We'll probably...
We got the jump
We'll
on
check
him.
your moving. They are a bit
Get my dice.
surprised.
Crap.
Alright, so my moving...
Okay, wait. So they hear the shots, and you definitely hear that they heard the shots. There's muffled, like, there's maybe it's slightly less loud than before, but people are definitely hearing.
It's like, that's definitely...
It's very weak silencing.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys, if you're just trying to take another shot, they
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
see where the shots came from,
Yeah.
and they're going to return fire.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to shoot him before he gets a chance to shoot again. Shoot
Okay,
back.
roll your moving.
All of us?
Moving.
Yeah, you had a
That's a
0. If
that's
you roll another 0.
100. That's
Okay,
100.
you shoot him dead in the, like, right between his eyes,
My first shot, guys, was bad. My
and
second
he
shot,
drops
though,
dead.
spot on.
amazing.
Okay, Alan, you go. Moving first. Alan?
He went to go get his dice. You weren't listening.
Oh, he
Oh.
went to get dice. Okay, so at least I got my guy.
You want me to do my moving?
What are you doing right now? Oh, you're trying to search for the money, right? Or you're looking...
I just saw that the guards didn't go down, so I can fling a spell down.
Yeah, what do you want to do?
Okay, hit him with a spell, let's see.
Well, roll your moving. And what is your moving?
I got a 92.
Alright.
My moving is a 2.
Okay, yeah, you can get a spell off. But a quick spell, it's not that... It can't be too powerful.
Magic missile.
Okay.
The classic.
Yeah.
Roll your
classic.
magic.
89.
Okay, it definitely hits
Oh,
him
now you roll well.
and stuns him, but he's still pulling out his gun and trying to shoot at Alan.
And Alan should have a chance to shoot him, though.
Yeah.
In this process.
Stun them. Doesn't it do damage?
Yeah.
1d4.
Yeah,
least.
but I mean, I'm not gonna, write down... He doesn't
He's
have hit points.
wounded, yes.
Yeah, he's not dead.
Alright, so what happened with Zach? Yeah.
Zach shot him right between the eyes. He actually rolled 100.
Missed the first time?
So you have to roll your moving to
Bullseye
see if you
next.
can get a shot off in time. What are you using, by the way, Alan? What do you have?
Like pistols?
Pistols? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're pretty close to shoot him with a pistol, right?
What's that?
You're pretty close to shoot him with a pistol?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we just barged in.
So I rolled a 43.
No, I'll say he gets a shot off. Maybe simultaneously or thereabouts. So he gets a 20. He misses you. He actually shoots an innocent bystander accidentally.
This robbing has gone all the plan.
And then, Alan, your roll?
Okay. 42.
Okay, you hit him, and then you missed Josh, hit him with a magic missile equivalent. So that's enough to put him down. Okay, so
All right.
they're down. What are you doing to keep the crowd under
Well,
control?
we heard
Everyone's
the
definitely
gunshots,
panicking
right?
and
Like,
just-
we heard the gunshots.
Yeah, everyone's panicking that's there.
I
There's
wasn't
still
even
some
muffled
some
there.
customers.
Well,
And they're, oh my god, and two guys are running away from the store.
well, I'm screaming, nobody move, and cocking the gun really loud.
Roll your talking. What is your...
This will all be over real fast, like. I'm on the
I'm also yelling it too.
Okay, both of you roll them.
550.
62.
All right, they the two guys stop and stop walking. You just say
Yeah,
don't
just
move.
still don't move. Just stop.
Okay, they put their hands up.
You just say,
Okay.
as long as you don't leave this place, you'll be all right. And I'm putting up a table, though. I'm putting up a table in front of me and putting the rifle on it because I'm
Because you're
expecting.
cool like that.
After I heard all the gunshots that were supposed to be muffled, that we might have some trouble.
All right.
I jump and slide across the table, booth.
Slow motion, like though.
Slow motion.
Do I hear
And I'm
anything
grabbing
from
the
outside?
money.
Okay, the money from where?
Did I see it when I cased the joint last time?
Okay, you can grab from the where they were trading, right? So you know where
The
they're
register
Yeah,
area.
the register
Yeah,
areas.
register.
Yeah.
But it feels pretty light. It's just enough to make change. So you know that this doesn't seem like quite the haul they had today.
You need to figure out where they keep the money at.
Yeah, you didn't
Yeah.
actually think that through. Like, would they keep all their money at the register? No, you don't know where that is.
Oh, the key might be on the main guy.
Hit him.
He's. Oh yeah. By the way, the sheriff. That
They're all at
guy
the fire?
ran at the fire
Yeah.
along with a sheriff and a good number of other people.
Perfect. All right, so Josh, you need to find out where the money's at while we
Yeah,
keep this
no,
place.
The guy behind the counter.
Do you have a spell or something that can locate it?
Chloe, are you doing anything
I don't know. I was supposed to be
She's
outside,
casing the
right?
outside place.
at this? Are you sticking around, or are you coming back to the big cluck?
She's supposed to come back to the
She
big
should
club.
stay hidden.
Outside, right?
On the outside of the big cluck?
Yeah, to prevent some people coming in.
Okay.
Coming in or
okay.
out. So she's watching the outside to make
She-
sure.
So
you're
I'm
the
hiding
watch.
in the dark, which.
Okay.
But I can throw knife, right?
Okay, they're still not. So they heard the gunshots. So you're outside the big cluck or closer to the fire?
Outside the big clock.
Okay.
She's supposed to watch that nobody comes in or out.
Okay, so you can see the crowd from your vantage point, and you see they're mostly working on the fire, but you definitely see people, like, looking over in the direction of the gunshots. Like, as soon as they get this fire done, they're coming back.
So I'll try to make some turkey sound.
Is that?
I'm just a turkey with a gun! Caw, caw.
No, it's just
I think that's supposed to be our signal to us.
Oh.
no. I mean,
Did we agree on this?
No!
No.
What the fuck is a turkey doing? Now?
Yeah,
No.
I agree.
I'm thinking like maybe it'll make them to think that I was actually hunting.
Somebody's shooting a turkey.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Okay, maybe that slows them down a little bit. They're more concerned about... Well, roll your... I don't know what to... Like, what is
Making.
making? Yeah, I'll go making, which you're good at. You're a survivalist. You would know. Okay.
70.
It's convincing. They
It's a real turkey.
You made the best goddamn turkey noise there's ever been.
They generally seem to think that somebody just shot a turkey.
Remember the old,
You even do it like convincing scared turkey. like not a normal turkey.
Turkey gets shot, bleeding to death.
Yeah.
Remember the old South Park game on 64? There's turkeys in there. They'll all run around and go,
Oh.
whoa! That's what she just did.
Very convincing.
Alright, so back to Josh.
Yeah.
And finding this cash.
You got a good amount of money, like a couple $100, but that'll last you a month.
Right. So, I don't think I can intimidate them. I might just maybe do a magic spell to make them tell me where the money is.
Make who tell you where the money is?
Guy behind the counter.
Okay. Roll your, magic.
62.
Okay, he says, he keeps it underneath the... He just points to a little area under the post. So, it's like the stall. And then it has like a board that slides out. And he says, yeah, I always see him go there.
Okay. Going in.
Okay. So it's a safe. When you open it up, there's a little safe hidden there.
Hope you saved the safe cracking spell.
Yeah, because I totally... how heavy is the safe?
It's small enough. You could probably carry it with 2 people.
Well, if I have a big, strong orc.
Yeah, he might be able to do it.
Alright.
Nobody trying to open the safe?
You don't have that much time.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
We take it and we don't worry about opening it later.
Alright, fine.
But what, we're just going to walk out with the safe? We're just hanging around with the safe?
It's not a whole safe. It's a small safe.
Can we
How
not?
heavy is it?
Heavy enough for Zach to carry.
Yeah.
Alright. Guess I'll grab this safe and start walking out the back with it.
Is that what you guys are doing?
With we could tie it to a horse, so... Because we don't care if it gets roughed up on the ride.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
But
We can
would that
tie
make-
it up to the horse.
but
You're
would
gonna
that
drag
make-
it behind a horse?
Yeah.
But would that
What's the
make
matter?
noise?
Yeah.
The horse...
As long as we tie it
drag
well.
Behind it. They don't care if it gets...
Yeah. Okay.
What I'm saying is it hits a rock and opens up and that just hits the tree.
I'll let you guys... So that's what you guys are doing?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
see why not. Just tie it securely to a horse while we ride out.
Does the horse go a lot slower? I mean, it's
Yeah.
like
It's only
pretty
50
heavy.
pounds.
I
Right?
didn't say it's 50 pounds. I said 2 people needs to carry it.
So
Well,
100
the horse can
pounds?
carry-
Horses
that's
carry
like
like 300-pound people on their back.
Yeah, on things that have wheels, the wheels make it a little easier. This is a safe. You notice the horse is going pretty slow.
Okay.
I'll assume Chloe's
Well,
character
wait.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do?
So you
We
guys
could tie it
heard-
between 2 horses.
No,
No, you guys have already tied it to a horse and realized it's going a little slow.
so
Horse can
how is
easily
he
drag a
opening the
safe.
Yeah, they
What's
draw
that?
plows.
How is
Yeah,
my
I
skill
drew a
opening
plow.
the safe?
What?
Horses
Yeah.
drive plows.
Okay.
Yes, hold on. They drive plows, but no one's trying to do a getaway when they're plowing.
Okay, like, how good am I in opening the safe?
You can, but
We're just trying to get away now.
At this
we don't have
point-
time to...
they're
crap.
definitely on their way back, and they're trying to leave right now.
Okay, is there a carriage next to this house, or is there like?
There are carriages from the customers. There's some.
Okay, why don't you steal a carriage?
That'd be
Okay.
against the law.
Yeah. What are they, thieves? That's a good idea, Chloe.
If you can grab a carriage in this time, yeah, okay, that's
All
fine.
right,
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
Since I'm already
Those
outside,
wheels thing make it a little easy.
since I'm-
Helping Chloe steal the carriage.
yes, I'll go around since I'm outside to the
I'm keeping
safe
lookout for
steal
the money
carriage.
on the safe with Josh. With Tegan. Or Tegan. Or
Tegan.
Togan.
Tegan. Tugan. Number Tugan.
So I'm going
The
to
T
bring
is
the
silent.
carriage to the onto the horse that we have.
Okay.
Okay, and then you guys taking the safe out? I take it.
Yeah, we're putting the safe in your carriage.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Our
go
newly
then.
acquired
Okay.
carriage and safe.
I think you
Wait,
guys
we
are.
need to pick up the stupid gnome. Elven.
Oh,
You-
shit.
All right.
I'll have let you guys had like a prearranged meet me like
Spot.
Okay.
yeah like
Yeah.
2.5 miles this direction or something that Chloe would
Okay.
know.
Okay, we're heading to that direction then.
Okay. So you guys make it out before the guys get back. You are aware that you guys didn't wear masks or anything,
we're
and one
well
of you's a
aware.
freaking
We're
orc
on in
and
a
an
lot of
elf.
places.
Like they all know it was you.
We're well aware.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What, is the town of Cluck Cluck gonna raise a bunch of money to get us?
Yeah. Well, some like farmers know how to use rifles.
That's fine.
And the elf might have some powerful
You know,
friends.
in the West, sometimes the past comes back to get you.
All right, so yeah, I think you're good. Points. I will give Chloe 1 for getting you guys supplies, and another for getting a wagon.
Something with wheels.
I'll give Zach 2 points outright for doing. He's the one that first said he wants to rob, and that definitely moved the plot along. Let's see, anything for anybody else? Josh, your spell failed. If it worked, I would have given you a point.
Failure. Yeah, the muffle spell was a good idea.
And anything else you guys think you did that I should give a point for?
Make you draw a map.
No. If anything, that's almost a -1 point, because that map was basically pointless. Anything? Going once? Going twice?
No.
Gone.
We're good.
All right.
All right, that was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. I think that's a podcast. That's a wrap.
It's a wrap, folks. It's a wrap.